Hello? Oh my gosh, hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, my mic is so quiet. Hello? No! What's going on? Ah! Oh my gosh, I have to turn it up so high. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hi. I feel like I'm too quiet. Oh my gosh. Hello. This is Cinna Bonbon, your cinnamon roll bear DIY extraordinaire. And today, chat, we're going to be kids pixing. Yeah, we're kids pixing. Okay, let me turn. How's that? Oh my gosh. I feel like it's too quiet. Welcome to Radio Bonbon, all bear, all the time. Wait, why didn't he go off? Oh wait, do I not have... Oh boy. Do I need something? Why are you not going off, bear? What? Hold on. I fix. Close that for a sec. Where bear? Maybe a bit quiet for mobile users. I don't know what I did. I removed stuff and I updated stuff, and now my mic settings are completely off. Like, this is with it maxed out and you still can't hear me. So I don't know. I have the booster on the mic still, so I don't know why it's so blah blah. I don't know. Maybe I need to up the... Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Wah! There we go. That's better. Holy cow. That's probably a lot better. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why the Wilson's not working today. This whole TTS thing is so hit or miss. Did I not update something? I'm gonna look for 1 sec. And 1 sec only. Nope. Not gonna waste my time on you. Womp. Even Wilson needs a break now and then. Yeah, I'm sorry. I will try to disable that until I can figure that one out. Anywho, today we do the key PIX. First of all, it might be a short stream. It might be a short stream. I'm working on some things that I have to get done by a certain deadline, and I want to make sure I get them done. So it might be a short stream because it's been a busy week for me. I've been like churched out of my mind this week. So, but hi, I refunded for now. Thank you, I appreciate it. Maybe actually I could just go in and turn that off real quick for you. Creator channel points. Where is it? The Wilson TTS. We turn that off for now. Ta-da! Do I need to save it? Oop, okay. And there you go. It's taken care of. Look at me. I'm so quick. Sigma Church grind set. Kinda. I've been like, I don't know, I've been on it. Anywho, this is Kids Pix. They don't have the version that I want to play because it's super old and it shits out my computer. So that's sad. But I used to play the Kids Pix version 3 from like 2004 because I'm baby. But this kid picks 1. And yes, it makes noise. So we gon' do all kinds of fun stuff. Wow. The noise makes this 10 times better. I know. I gotta turn it down a little bit though. A little bit more. There we go. I think that's probably perfect. Okay. All good drawing programs should make noise when you are arting. Yeah, you think so? Okay, hold on. I gotta draw you something. First of all, I need to draw with brown. Oh. It's okay. We just make his eyes bigger too. And then we do pink. Now we do this. Time for gone. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Dun dun dun. Okay, we're gonna use orange. One. Okay, sorry. Wow, the Cinnabon coming to a theater near you. True. Ooh. Them scribbles are worth their weight. This is how she will sign all autographs. Whoa there, buddy. I'll never be big enough to sign a bunch of autographs. I got one. I got one in me. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go, here we go. We gotta find something. We gotta find it. There you are. Whoa, look at it! Look. Here. Okay. Now, I have to talk. I'm getting lost in the sauce. Hi, bears. How have you been? Have you been fantabulific? Fantabulific. Hello? It's broccoli! What do you think of this? Is this a good nostalgia? Are you like, I'm too old, I don't know what this is, but I'm here for the ride? You know? How do you feel? Wait, hold on. That was cool! I'm filled with ribeye. I had ribeye yesterday. These sound effects are stirring deep memories. Yes, hopefully good ones. I'm too young, I don't know what this is. Oh no, you're not too young, you're just too Canadian. Yeah. Yeah. They don't have fun things like this in Canada land, you know? It's just par for the course for you guys. Oh, mouse drawing. It's just cold and sad up here. Yup. I remember me and my sister played Kids Pix 4 and made so much stupid stuff at a fun time. Canada's Kakura. It's the Canucks. The Canucks. The Canucks. Stop. 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 I should like illustrate my life, but only with kids' pics.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Poor deprived maple leaves. So true, so true. No truer words have ever been spoken ever, 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 ever.
See?
Whoa.
A. M. A. D. A.
Did you hear they? Oh, they whispered.
U. C. K.
Oh gosh. Hi. Welcome Raiders. Welcome Raiders. Welcome Raiders. Hello. Hello Raiders. Thank you. Thank you Alex for the raid. How was your stream? When it's time to join? Hi. Do you like my painting? There's your little maple leaf. Ready? This is what I plan to do. Just kidding. Of course. Ah, thank you for the gifted. Welcome to the Builder Bears, Amanda. Amanda, holy shit. Alex, sorry. A names. I was just talking to Amanda recently. I think that's why. My bad, my bad. Truly for the greater good. How do you feel about this? Is that tripping you out? Is this the original Kid PIX? Yeah, it is. I found a torrent, but it like literally won't run for the version I grew up with, which is like number 3. Yeah. Don't shit the bed because you're mad at me. That's cool. Deserved. Only when the French stopped using it. I got banned for those words. What one? Which word? Which word? Which one? Mods ban him. Epsilary. Epilepsy. Epsilary. What's an epsilary? Epilepsy. Holy shit! Epilepsy. Bear. Oh god, that was tragic. Anyway. Number 1. Yeah. Not as tragic as a world without Sinar. What's shut up. Shut up. Okay. That's a squeaky chair. There. Now the music's louder. Okay. Ooh, circles. I'm king now. What do you guys do for Easter? I was thinking about, like, what do I was gonna make, like, a rack of ribs. Like, half rack, right? Just, like, make that in the charcoal. And then I was like, is there, like, a specific meal you have for Easter? Because, like, my dad always just did, like, steak. Like, we just did barbecue because it was, like, always super warm out. It was, like... Well, Easter used to happen in April, hello. But, it used to be, like, super warm when Easter would come around. Like, it'd be, like, 85 to 90-ish. So we'd just be outside in our shorts and t-shirts and stuff. So I'm like, what do you do? My family does ham and a bunny-shaped cake with coconut fur. That's so cute. Also, Smiths, what the hell? But that's so cute. So cute. I don't... I guess that makes sense. Ham. Fellow kids. Hello, Senna. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm having whatever. I'm having my kids over. Kid over. Wow. But I'll just make whatever she wants me to cook. Make her cook. No, I'm kidding. Tell her she needs to cook it. Yeah. 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 Me. Did I ever do Easter egg hunts? I did, yeah. I don't really remember it that well. When my little brothers were younger, I was the one who did it for them because my parents couldn't be bothered to. So I did it. I would dye the eggs with them on Saturday afternoon/evening, and you know, I'd make the event for them, and I'd hide them after we got home from church the next day and let them go and find them, and I'd count who found the most and who found the most. Got, you know, bragging rights. No one got anything different or special because I didn't want them fighting, and they'd still fight anyway. But yeah. It's just a little mom bear. Me. Oh. Yeah. Now it has a black outline. That's cool. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. The side eye is powerful with this one. Yeah. Egg hunts are amazing. Yeah, they are. She got nuked. Yeah. Used to be a big event for my immediate family, but once my sisters and I grew up, that went away, unfortunately. I don't know. We stopped doing them when we got a dog. Oh, we just kept the dog inside when we hid eggs. What? Or you put the dog up in a different room. Your parents lazed out on you. You should spank them. You should be like, bing, bing. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Wow. Oh, this is so not cool. I don't like it. You know what? Yeah. Okay, we try again. Oh. No. I always did it for my little brothers. And then afterwards, I'd have to clean it all up. And then I would take the eggs and make them into deviled eggs afterwards. And then we'd have them. Well, we, as in me, my older brothers, and my parents would have them. My little brothers wouldn't eat them. But that was fine. And then I always saved like 4 eggs out of the... Like, I would just cook a whole dozen because we're a big family, right? So I'd save 4 eggs for both of them. And then I'd have to scoop out the yolk because my brothers hated eating the yolk of hard-boiled eggs. And I was a short order cook. I didn't mind scooping it out and letting them just have the whites, as long as they were eating something that wasn't just sugar and junk, which is all my parents wanted to feed them. So, but yeah, no yolk week. I know, but I feel like they would not. Well, no, they definitely would, because Baby Bonbon, when he lived with me for the summer, he ate the yolk. I was surprised. Actually, he asked me to fry him an egg, and I was like, "You eat fried eggs now?" He was like, "Yeah, I like fried eggs." Because he sounds like that. Even though he's like 13, he sounds like this. He's like, "Hey, Senna. Hey, Senna, how are you?" And then my kid brother, Turd Bonbon, he sounds identical to my dad when he talks, especially on the phone. Like, I remember the last time I had called home, like really called home to call and talk to all of them on the same phone. Because they don't have a home phone, but basically if my mom's home, I'll just call her and she'll pass the phone around. I'm like, "Hey, put Turd on." And she puts him on. I'm like, "I said put Turd on. I don't want to talk to him. Like, this is Dad. Hi, Dad. Like, you're not funny. I wanted to talk to Turd. And he was like, what are you talking about, Sana? This is me. And I was like, shut up. Turd? Yeah, so, okay. I can't say it because it like, would give away his name. But I, like, took, like, the later half of his name. So he's like a 3-syllable name, so I took like the last 2 syllables and added turd to it. No, I took the middle syllable and added a turd to the end. Like, let's say his name was like Michelin, right? Like, let's say his name was Michelin, like the Michelin tire, right? I took the sh and made it a shuttered. Yeah. Sounding like your dad on the phone equals worse than. That's okay. I sound exactly like my mom on the phone. I sound exactly like my mom. We don't laugh the same. Although I do get a cackle from time to time when I'm laughing at something I shouldn't be laughing at. Or I'm being too snarky and I cackle. But she's got like a witch's cackle. It's pretty bad. It's pretty horrendous. I can say that because she's my mom. Fight me. But yeah. My one brother, most of my brothers don't really laugh that much, actually, to be honest with you. Now I'm thinking about it. I forgot I was in yellow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now. Sana Harris confirmed. Harris? Wait, why? Hi, Jewel! Sorry. Hi, Jewel! You get to cackle sometimes when you're at maximum bullying. It's great. Mods ban him! No, I'm kidding. Hi, Jill. How are you? How you been, my kitten? How you been?
Oh no!
What, there's more colors? What? Well, there's more colors. I have pastels now. Oh yeah. The sound effect for this brings back memories, right? Doesn't it? Oh gosh. Okay. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
That was a big yawn. Okay. It's time. That's me. That's my face most times. Meh. I'm good. Made 30 candy bags right now? What are you making candy bags for? For Easter? Where are you going and giving candy away to? Are you going to church? Are you a church girly? Take me to church. I worship like a dog at the shrine of my life. Big mech. Yeah, big mech. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What the flip-flop? My phone's in the way. I can't see Bash Morph. Okay. Co-workers. Ops. But for the co-workers, you're ops. Oh. Your co-worker has 30 kids? That's crazy. That's crazy. They be getting busy, huh? Wow. Shit looks like crazy. Motherfucker, whatever, I don't care. Whoa! Understood, Chief. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, getting hit on the satellite radio. Oh, getting hit with a boom, boom. This should be bumping, bumping. This should go boom, boom. I be rocking the beats. Yup, yup, yup. I be rocking the beats. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. Hello. Hi, Sina. I'm good. How are you? My life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid. I know that it's not fair. Yeah, I'm fine. Cute drawing. Thanks, Mumber. Hi. Please stop shaking me. Oh. Like this? Get shaken! I'm giving Wilson the shakers. Wow, wow, wow. I can fix him. I don't know. He's like hooked to my boob. He's right where he wants to be. Look at him. Hey. Here. Oh. There, he's doing a jig. Chicken bear syndrome. How do you feel about that? He doesn't care. He said he doesn't care. He said he doesn't care. He likes to be shaken, huh? Shaken, not stirred. There. No, you won't be shaken so bad. Shish! Calm your tits! Right. Ooh, you had me scared for a moment with those lyrics. Yeah, I'm just a kid. My life is a nightmare! Okay, anyway. Sorry. Okay, Ada. Hold on. I didn't like it. I don't like it. Shoot. I have to stick with it. I don't wanna let you go. I making my way downtown, walking around, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Staring blankly at it, just making my way through the crowd. Shaken by a brown bear girl to be that Wilson. What? That's oddly specific to me. Why would you want to be shaken, not stirred? Huh, Wilson? What's wrong with you? Wilson, talk to me, buddy. We can't get you fixed if you don't talk. Ooh. See. La 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 la. Ugly. Ugly. I'm drawing bears now. More frogs, please. No. What the hell was that? I think there's a bad storm in one area starting. Sounds a little wild. La 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 la. Here. Whoa. Get it together. Yeah. Oh my god! That was scary. Anyway. Oh my god! Gosh. Right. Yeah. JK. Yeah. Yeah. Look at it. Oh, I'm in the way. Shoot. Shoot. Whoa. Now you can see it. Wow. Yeah. Now he's hooked to my boob again. It's funnier this way. What are you talking about? Okay. It's time. You know what I have to do. Wait, hold on. OMG, she has the skills back from eating a snack. Who said you could eat? Who said? I did not give you permission. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna illustrate something to you. What do you want to know? An open book, what do you want to know? Okay, hold on. Actually, I got it. Here you go. Did you save that? No. Was I supposed to? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I don't know how to. This is like on a web browser. Stop. Okay. So this is my house. I draw my house for you. Attached is, yeah, there we go. Oh, you can't see it. Flip-flops. Okay, hold on. There, now you can see it. will I miss? Not too much, not too much. Wait. Okay. There's my cave. It has like a door. Oh shoot! It has a door. Door's like covers it mostly. That's my cave. She blew up a frog and some bears. Yeah, just some bears or like whatever. No big deal. Necessary casualties, if you will. I just want to get rid of Wilson because, yeah. Wait! Oh, I just thought of something. I could just draw stuff around me. Hold on. Big brain! Oh my god! Okay, here we go. Whoa, this chair is so squeaky. First of all, oh wait, that's ugly. Well, love yourself. I like this heart one. I got distracted. Wow. Okay, first of all.
W E S O M E E N A I S
That look kind of spooky for a kid's app. Yeah. Also, hi, River. This is like the ring. Okay. Now we draw. Hold on. Yeah. No. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Better. This is like the engine double. Bears. Okay, there's that one. Then there's this one. Tag yourself. There. Tag yourself down below. Which one are you, Chan? Good and evil bear. Yes. Okay. Me on the left. Here, I can draw you, Beagle. Here you go. I wanted it to be more maroon. There's your little maroon wings. Yeah. Green. There you are. There you are. He looks very happy. Oh, Mumber. No. Also, those drawings are so cute. Thank you. Okay. Now we're gonna stamp them. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. You've been stopped. Stop. Crab. Oh, wait! Wait. Wah. Someone stop her. She's gone mad with power. She's gone mad. Wah. Wah, 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 wah. 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 What is this? Is this a dog? What are you? Okay, anyway. Look, it matches my necklace. Womp. Ooh. Next page. Next stamp pack. Ooh, they come in packs. Wow. Boom. Interessante. Bugs. Okay, it's time. It's time to fill the whole page. I've been a chicken long enough. Orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say? Okay, anyway. Mm-hmm. Welcomes. Shoot! Chat, you're in the way! Oh. There. I can see it. Deepa welcomes you, brother. It welcomes you. Get in the game! Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Noise. The final thumbnail before she leaves us for the milk and Marlboros. Yeah. Obviously. I'm leaving forever. Obviously. Okay. For those of you who have half a brain cell and watch me here, friendly reminder, this is the last reminder, that tomorrow, first of all, tomorrow's time is subject to change because it's Good Friday and I might go to the church evening service, or I might not. I kind of haven't made up my mind. Because it sounds like the pastor's wife was like, Cinna, you should really go. It's gonna be like unlike any other last Friday, whatever Friday. What is it called? Oh gosh, Good Friday you've ever been to. And it'll be lots of praying and being with each other, and it's like a solemn thing. And I'm like, I just don't know if that's my thing, because me personally, I don't think it's a solemn event for the Christian to sit there and be sad over, because Christ is alive. So call me what you will, but I don't really see any reason to mourn someone who is alive. But yeah, this one's gonna be special, I guess so. I don't know. I kinda am hesitant to go. Oh, thank you, Citrus, for the gift. Welcome, Alex, to the Build-A-Bear. Welcome back, buddy. Hi, Alex. I don't know why my Twitch alerts aren't playing. That's weird. Do I not have a... No, I have alerts on. Oh, it's frustrating. Well, whatever. I'll figure it out. This is the last Friday? No, it's like the Good Friday. Good Friday? Is that what it's called? Good Friday? I don't know. It's more like I don't know how else to explain it. It's more like a Catholic thing. But because I'm in New England, right, I feel like it ends up being very Catholicized no matter where you go. So, I don't know. I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. But, you know. We're here. This is the last Friday. Yeah. This is the last Friday. No, today's Thursday. Now. Sit down. Yeah. I know I'm making a joke now, and I'm very far behind in the stream. Are you? I think she knows some more. Knows what? Knows what? Oh, your yawns are so cute. No, they are. They're not. Okay. Need water. I left my water downstairs. Wait. I have liquid up here. Hold on. I have cafe latte, Java Monster. This is one of my brother's favorite drinks. My oldest brother. And he's like, I like it because it's not that sweet. It just tastes like pure sugar. I think everybody in my family has a little bit of a sugar issue. 35 grams of sugar. Jeez Louise. Java Monster's the only good monster. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there. I like Monster. That's my poison. I like Red Bull too, though. I really like Red Bull, actually. I started really liking... So I had never tried Red Bull, actually, until college. Is that surprising? Ugh. Finish that. I only tried Red Bull when I got to college. Actually, there's so many things that I only tried when I got to college. When I got out of like my parents' house, I stopped, you know. If you don't have at least 50 grams, you aren't sugar maxing. Okay, the mango one is good. Red Bull is cough syrup. Mango Tango. Red Bull's cough syrup, oh my gosh. You're such a baby. No, when I worked at the cafe that I worked at, we had our smoothie blends. And our smoothies were made from shaved ice and this concentrated fruit syrup. Like, it was made from like full-on concentrated fruit and then made into this huge syrup. So like that way we weren't having to clean off like our blenders from like chunks of fruit. It was like this super like heavy flavoring of fruit, so we didn't have to use a lot too, which was really nice. Entirely of syrup. Yeah, syrup, shaved ice. Even our ice cream, our French vanilla ice cream, was a concentrated syrup version. And it's a brand. It's a Cisco Foods brand. It's called Island Oasis. Syrup. Island Oasis. That's what it's called. You cannot get it at any real store. It is a wholesale foods product. But it tasted really good. It tasted so good. But yeah, they make syrup ice cream. Yeah, so it's like heavily concentrated syrups. They were really good. I wouldn't drink it straight, but when it's mixed with just ice and the syrup, it's actually pretty good. Sorry. And I would have that. And like one of my times I tried Red Bull was because we would take half a Red Bull and then make it with the syrup, and people would just like gobble it down. And we had leftover in the thing one time, and I was like, what does this even taste like? People really like this? Also, hi Nazami. People actually like this? Like, there's just no way. Like, Red Bull's so gross, mixed with fruit, like that just sounds disgusting. And then I had a sip and I was like, oh, this is like crack. Hello, crack. It was really good. Obviously I kept up with it because it was pretty good. And then what was there also? Ooh, there was this thing that I used to make. It was like iced hot chocolates, and you would take like a chocolate, like a cocoa mix powder, like a single serving cocoa mix, mix it with the ice cream syrup and the ice, and you would have like an iced hot cocoa, and it was delicious. And then we'd take chocolate syrup and drizzle it all over the cup and pour it in. It was yummy. I'm sorry. It was highly processed. Like, I don't think I could. I feel like I could have one of those smoothies now and be like in the bathroom for like the next 7 days for a week. But it was really good. It was really good. But it did help me figure out all of my favorite like smoothie mixes, like my own blends of what I like, right? That does sound awesome, right? So like we used to have like a sunshine, like sunrise or like sunset type smoothie, right? Like sun was involved because it had orange juice. So like half of the like little 12-ounce cans of orange juice, like the Minute Maids, and then mango. It was called pina colada because it was pineapple and coconut. So mango, pina colada, strawberry, banana, and peach mixed with that. It was so good. It was so good. You're kind of selling me on the syrup stuff. It was so good. It was so good. It was called Island Oasis. From what I could see when I did research after the fact, where I was like, man, I just kind of like want to buy this and make my own smoothie still and not have to like buy the fruit, because like those syrups would last forever, and like you could just store them a lot easier than big bags of fruit, and they were cheaper than big bags of fruit. You know, like when you think about the mileage of how long it lasts. And I was like, man, like I just feel like, you know, I could have those and be set. You cannot find them. In fact, I'm gonna try real quick. Hold on. Amazon. Let's see. Island Oasis mix. Maybe it's on Amazon. That would be really cool. Oh my god, it's it is. Stop. The last time I checked, it wasn't. So what I do know about this that I can tell you guys is that it used to be like we'd make it for our smoothies, right? But it was like technically it was for like cocktail bars. Like it was meant to be sent to people's bars to be made into like cocktails. But we were just using it casually right there in my cafe. It was good though. It was a good way for the school to cut like costs on like having to stock frozen fruit too, and find the place for it. These things just lasted, and they'd come in big crates and packs. Yeah, they come in at 12 per case. Yeah, and they come in this box, and the box would say Island Oasis, and you'd go into the deep like the big freezers, the walk-in freezers, and you'd have to roll out cart after cart after cart, and then I'd have to run the carts all the way back to the cafe, because the cafe was disconnected from the cafeteria in a different building. And it was really bad in the winter when my campus was so bad for plowing snow, and I'd be running carts of these big ass boxes of Island Oasis to my cafe, and big carts of like ice buckets just like 5-gallon ice buckets and like cases, humongous, like full size, stacked on top of each other as much as the cart would fit, cases of Dasani water. So put it on throne if you can. No way. No way. I don't have an ice maker, so there's no point. I have an ice tray and it doesn't have enough to make it, but I appreciate it. But yeah, no, it was crazy. When I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was weird. That was really weird. I'm trying to think. Did we really never mix it with anything but the syrups and ice? We were just drinking like straight up syrup. Oh my gosh. But like that was like the least healthy thing my cafe offered. We had like everything else was like made fresh the day before or the day of, because I did all of the food prep. It was like wraps and paninis and salads and the smoothies. And then there was coffee as well at one point. For good like first 2 years there was coffees, and then there just wasn't anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why they stopped. And then they tried to make it like super combined with ice cream for a little bit there, and I don't know. It was just weird. College was, I don't know. It was like a lot, but I can also like, kind of like look back at it and appreciate like the good parts now. Now that I'm out of it. You know? Do I think I got anything out of college? Ah! I don't know. I have to hold my hand so steady. Okay. Sounds like a no. Did I get anything out of college? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Not really. Well, at least you had friends, right? Did I? I don't know. I had fair weather friends. I didn't have anyone who stuck around for the long run. Yeah. Like I could go on like you know, a social media app and figure, you know, find people, but I don't know. I think I have always kind of failed to make really like long-lasting connections with people, which I used to not understand, but now knowing that I am acoustic, it does help shed some light as to why that might be the case, you know? Like, people just might be slightly put off by me, I don't know. So, that's okay. They're lost. But I don't know. Sometimes it's just like really interesting to me, right? Because I like when I'm in a friendship, I usually go all in. And the older I get and the more friendships I run through, the more I realize that I just can't continue to give 110% to people who just don't give a fuck about me. Which like is fine. That's completely fine, actually. That's their choice. We all make choices, right? And I need to start choosing my own sanity than, you know, giving and giving and giving and then wondering why or where I went wrong or why they aren't giving back or why they don't actually keep in touch. And understand that, you know, not everybody is going to be how you think they're gonna be or who you think they're gonna be, you know? That's okay. I don't know. It's interesting to think about, right? Because I feel like I always just want things to work out. And I find that I just do and do and do and do and do and do, and then it just doesn't work. And then I'm left kind of wondering, like, was it something I did? Could I have done better somehow? Oh shoot, I don't want that at all. You know, could I have done better somehow to make things better for myself? And if so, what? But as I'm finding out, even with, like, you know, bigger issues other than just, like, you know, petty little friendships going wrong, you know, even looking at, like, something as simple as, like, streaming, I can look at it and go, well, it's just, you know, it's the way things are. You know, not everybody is going to meet you halfway, and not everybody is going to understand that what you are giving to them is your absolute all. I don't know. Some people just don't really care. I have one true friend left, like a dude, weird as hell, communist, unfortunately. No. I don't know. I'll be honest, when I went home to see my parents because of my mom's stroke, I went home and I saw my mom and my dad and my brothers and, you know, 3 of the 4, and I had a very old, very close friend reach out who I hadn't talked to in a very long time. Why did my phone crash out of V2 Studio? That was weird. Don't do that. What the fuck? Why would you crash out? That was weird as hell. Oh, you weirdo. I'm telling a story! What are you doing? Tell a story. Let me tell my story. Shush, Unity. Yeah, that's what I thought, punk. Sheesh. Load up. Blah blah blah. Okay, anyway. But we had been friends since like 5th or 6th grade. And I was like, what? At that age, what was I? Like 10, right? 10 or 11 or so. And at some point, she just didn't care the same. She didn't talk to me the same. Things were just different. And I noticed it. We both noticed it, really. And neither of us really talked about it. And eventually, what happened was she just kind of disappeared out of my life. And, you know, there were times where it was like a high and by situation. I would see her for a second, and then, you know, I wouldn't, and then she'd come back, and yada yada. There was never a back and forth. It was always like time had never passed. You know, we'd pick up right where we left off. But this time was different. You know, there was enough perspective in between. You know, she messaged me when I was still figuring out how I was going to get out there, all the way out west, and finances and coordinating everything and trying to just get out there as soon as humanly possible, right? I get out there, and before I even get out there, a week before I'm supposed to be there, you know, I get a text message from her, and she's like, hey, I hear you're gonna be in town. I'm like, what the hell? Who told you? I haven't talked to you in like a year now. Like, what? And even then it was just like a happy birthday, oh yeah, thank you, like, you know. And she, like, it was weird because she was like, just, I don't know, it's just out of nowhere. And I don't know, I was like, yeah, you know, it's good to hear from you, like, yeah, I'm heading out here, and she's like, how are you gonna be out here? And I'm like, like almost 2 weeks. And she's like, so why are you coming out? And I'm like, so the person who told you I'm coming out here couldn't tell you why? So I told her what's happening with my mom, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's awful. do you think we can see each other while you're out here? And I'm like, yeah, I don't see why not. How did she find out? She's like an old church friend, so probably one of my church buddies who was in the church group chat said something, because I literally was like, we have a church prayer chat that I grew up with, that I was just like, hey ladies, like, pray for me as I figure out how to get out there. I'd like to try and make it out to see mom. And they were like, LOL, we'll pay your way. I was like, oh, okay. And I had like 4 or 5 people offering to pay for way too much stuff that it was actually kind of ridiculous, which is very nice, but it was kind of ridiculous. So I think it just made its way back to her. You know, they failed to tell her the reason why, which was just a little weird. Well, she finally comes out and sees me, and you know, she's like, oh, what day can I come? And I'm like, oh, you can come this day. And she's like, what time? And I'm like, oh, you know, whenever. You know, just before this time, because like I happened to come during like a revival week, which worst week to come. I'm sorry, it just is. I don't know. We had like an evangelist, and it was just weird. And there was church every single night. And so I was like, you know, the evangelist is gonna be over at my house because my parents always host dinner, and you know, I'm like, I'm gonna have to, you know, get out there and cook and everything. So like, you know, I'll have to be kind of high and by. And she was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So I said, unless you want to stick around for dinner, at which point, like, you can, but, you know, I gotta keep things kind of tight. So she came over during, like, lunchtime, and she just talked to me, and we're just, like, kind of hanging out outside. I'm just like, I don't know. It felt just wrong. Did they trick you home to play homemaker for a church event? Yeah. No, they tricked me home to play homemaker, period. I cooked for them as much as they could get out of me. It was kind of crazy. But, you know, it's just different. So, you know, I see her and I look at her and I'm just like, she, you know, was wearing the same clothes from years ago and looks, you know, worse for wear, but otherwise the same. And it's like, she never grew up. She never changed. She's just the same. And it was kind of weird seeing her like that. And it was also just kind of weird that the chemistry that was once there was just gone. Like, I just am a different person now. I don't know. Hang out with an old friend was just kind of awkward. Yeah, it was just awkward. And, you know, my dad is really good at getting to the bottom of things. And I hadn't seen her Facebook post. I didn't realize what was going on because I don't go on social media like that. I really don't. I use it as a way to communicate with my family members who don't have my phone number, who are really bad at texting back, and that's about it. So I don't hang around on apps like that. So my dad was like, you know, oh, I'm gonna give her a nickname. Hey, hold on, I gotta think of a good one. Hey Stella, okay, let's just say her name's Stella, okay? So they're like, he's like, hey Stella, how are you? And she's like, I'm good, brother, how are you? Because everybody in my church calls everybody brother and sister. She's like, I'm good, brother, how are you? And he's like, you know, well, I only asked because I just really want to know how you're doing with your friend passing. My head snaps back to her and I'm like, huh? And, you know, it's a very tragic thing, but like her friend passed away 3 weeks prior to my trip. So when she contacted me, you know, he had been gone for like a week. This guy that she was always super duper hung up on, died tragically in a horrific accident upon impact in a patch of black ice. And it was awful. He had moved town and it was just this horrific thing for her, and she's been dealing with that, and I felt terrible, but also felt, I don't know, like that all happens and you immediately come to me and I can't help you because I'm not even here, and but I'll try, you know. And I'm like, I had no clue, I'm sorry, I never saw the post, like I don't go on social media. She's like, no, I know you didn't. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And you know, as soon as she said who it was, I was like, wait, him? Stella, no. And like, she lived with him for a bit and his family, and she's just like always was like all practically in love with the guy. But you know, he's gone, he passed. You know, there's not much you can do. It's just shitty all around. And so then it added another layer of like, man, this is just so weird, so different, so not what it used to be, so alien. And yeah, that's heavy. Yeah, it is. And you know, we talked for a while afterwards, and you know, eventually she had to go, and you know, I've tried to keep in touch since, and nothing. I think she just needed to see that her other friend of a long time was still kicking and still looked good and still was healthy. And I think she just needed that confirmation. You know, I'm glad I could give it to her, but man, it was just, I don't know. Next time I go home, I just don't think I'm gonna tell anybody. If I go home again, ever again, I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will. It was a hard trip. It was a really hard trip. As much as I try to like joke about it, it was a very hard trip. But yeah, I guess she was just desperately grasping at the past. She must have wanted to see you to catch that feeling again. I think so too. And I think I hated to be a letdown, but that feeling was just gone. I don't know. It sucked. But it's okay. Sounds rough. What happened? Who died? Be here on time and then you know. I'm not rehashing it. Stinker. Anyway. Oh, sorry. I'm mainly joking. I hope you know. The VOD will remain. Yeah. Be here on time. Stinky. Ooh, ah. And then she called me Stinky. Show us on the bear where she called you Stinky. Everywhere. She called me Stinky everywhere. Okay. No. Whoa.
Oh no!
Oh no! You can't see it. Snapple. Oh yeah. I don't know. It was very weird. There was a lot of things like that on my trip back home though. That were just like, oh, that was weird. Oh, that was icky. I didn't like that. That was weird. But there was so much of it that was like that, where it was like, what? This is foolishness. Like, a lot of the church stuff was super weird too. Where like, you know, they're like, everyone wanted to see me. They're like, where's Cinna? Where's Cinna? Oh, hey, look. It's like, actually. Like, where's Cinna? Where's Cinna? Look. Wah. Where's Cinna? Where's Cinna? And I'd just be like standing right there in front of them. They're like, where is she? I want to say hi to her. Like, I missed her so much. I wanted to say hi to her. And I'm like standing right in front of them like, hello? I've heard that, oh no, SFX in like 20 years. Whoa. Hey Bingo, it's me. Hi Bingo. Like they just didn't recognize me. You glow up that hard? I don't know, I feel like I glowed down. They made me feel like I was fucking ugly or some shit. I'll be honest, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be offended, but I think I am. It's been so long they forgot what you looked like. No, when I moved I had a pixie cut. So that didn't help. They were looking for someone who was fucking bald, that's why. Yeah. Yeah. You know the vibes. Every piece of indicates you're too cute to be recognized. Oh yeah, buddy. He's a real charmer. A real charmer, I see. Ah, that's funny. Alright. So true. Yeah. Alright. But like, I don't know. It was just weird. It was just weird. Like, they would be like, where is she? And then one of the nights of the revival, my mom asked if I would sing with her. And then conveniently, she lost her voice a bit and sang super quiet and had me sing the entire song by myself. And people like were coming out of the classrooms and coming in and sitting down. They were like, is that our Senna girl? Is that our Senna girl? And I was like, what? Like, what? You're Senna girl. And like afterwards, the newer folks at the church that I didn't know were like, young lady, you have such a fresh voice and you just sing with so much confidence. It's amazing. I was just like, okay. Even my like church that I'm at now, right? Like I sang 2 Sundays ago, and I'm singing to on Sunday night as well. Not Sunday night, Sunday morning as well, which is obviously why I have Saturday night off, because I have to get up at the booty crack of dawn, be there for rehearsal first, because they always like to do a sound check first, which is appreciated. But we do 2 services, so it's like, you know, like early morning and then later morning, and you have to stay for the whole darn thing. I'm like, girl, I don't want to hear the message twice. If I didn't like it once, then I'm not gonna like it again. But if I liked it once, then I'll like it again. So it just kind of depends on how the preaching is that day, whether I want to stay that long. But I still stay, obviously, because I have to. Sorry, I bumped the mic. And so it's really weird because like the past Sunday that I sang, I don't know what I did different. I just like, I don't know, I just dressed nicer than I normally do. I don't know. I looked the same in the face and hair. My hair was, well, okay, maybe not. My hair was down actually when I sang. I usually wear my hair clipped up because it's annoying. It's really annoying. Like super annoying. So, but I had my hair down and people were like coming up. They're like, I don't think I've ever met you. And I'm like, I literally shook your hand like last Sunday. You definitely met me. This is just what I look like with my hair down. Sorry. I'm not fugly with my hair up. Fuck you. The Senna hair flip. Yeah, I guess so. But now they were coming up and they were like, all the old fogies were like, wow, young lady. How can you just, it does my heart good to see someone so young go up there and sing with such confidence. And I'm like, how young? How young do you think I am? Damn, are you 1991? Like old Hagbear Love. No, 1998, thank you. Sheesh. 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 Yeah, this Christmas cake, come April, this Christmas cake is over.
And then no one will want me.
1991, 1998, what's the difference? I don't know, you're older than me, man. You're older than me, so you answer that. Why don't you answer that if you're feeling so fucking brave? Huh? Old man Baggins? Huh? Bingo Baggins? Yeah. Fight me. You won't. Look at him running away. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. That's you. Haglog. Not yet. Haven't earned it. Not yet. When I turn 30, can I retire? You put me out to pasture. I feel that I play bass and guitar for my church, and Sundays can be very long. It does make me feel good when the old peeps like my playing, better than when they complained the bass was too loud. So true. Dude, our bass player, I don't know what his deal is. I can never hear him. Like, is he playing? Oh no. I'm like, because I'm classically trained, like, at least for like music wise, like I played in the orchestra, right? I was a violist. My section was right by the basses and cellos. So it's like, I always heard the bass. I know how to listen for the bass. Never hear him. Never hear the guy. I'm like, bro, are you even playing? Like, is that shit on or what? But we have a violinist this Sunday. So I have, on my music stand, I have him cranked all the way up. But we're singing with the male lead for this Sunday is this guy that I just... not the biggest fan of. I don't like the way he sings. I don't like him. Pray for me. I don't like the way he sings because he like doesn't sing the way it's written musically right. So like everybody, all the leading instruments that play the melody, like the violin and the piano and even the acoustic guitar, they're all playing the melody, and he's singing like one note off, and then I'm singing with the melody, and so it just sounds like a catastrophe because he thinks he's the next Casting Crowns and wants to sing like he's a little rock band. I'm like, bro, DIY bass hand stream win? I don't play the bass, I play the viola. If I were to learn like an actual like hold in your lap instrument, I'd learn the banjo. That would be really cool. Is he Creed? I don't know, man. He thinks he's Creed. Casting Crowns name drop. Hell yeah, I love Casting Crowns. I love Casting Crowns. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's like one of my favorite Christian contemporaries. Actually, yeah, one of. It's not my absolute favorite. No, that's not my absolute favorite. Need to Breathe is my absolute favorite. Yeah, I'm about it. I've been on that Christian contemporary circuit. Okay, I've seen them live. Oh geez, you have to blend. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the gifted. Darth likes music. Hi, Darth. I was always more a third day guy, kind of myself. Yeah, third day's pretty good. Cry Out to Jesus is, you know, classic Christian song. Classic Christian song. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing a lot of Chris Tomlin songs in church. And then obviously Hillsong Worship is like every Christian non-denom's like go-to band to choose songs from. And we're singing like a song in particular that's a little raucous, and it's a good song. He's singing it more harsh and more rocky than the guy who literally sings the song, so it's just frustrating. I like the guy I usually sing with. He's a cool guy, and he's also a music teacher, so like he knows how to mix our voices together to the point where it sounds like a duet, which is how it's supposed to sound. I'm not a harmonizer. I'm there as the women's female lead for the melody. That's part of why they added me into the worship team, was just so that they would have a woman who sings in the key that women can sing along with, because a lot of the women were complaining that the men sang in too high a key and they could never find their key to sing along, which is why, probably part of why a lot of the people did come up that past Sunday that I sang, because I sang real loud and proud. But yeah, doing anything for Easter? Cooking, barbecuing. I don't know, I guess I might try to go to this Good Friday thing tomorrow night, but I'm not sure. Kind of hesitant. A little scared still, but yeah. How about you doing anything special? It's too cold to do like too much. I think it's actually going to end up being a little too cold for Easter. I think it might even be too cold for the outfit I have, which I purchased with the idea that it would be what the weather app had said it would be, and I now doubt it. That's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Oh wow, I'm streaming longer than I was intending to. I guess I just had a lot to yap about. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna delete this. You ready? Here we go.
Oh no!
Our church is doing an Easter cantata. Like a concert almost. Is that what a cantata is? I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with that phrase. What's a cantata? Cantata. Narrative piece of music for voices with instrumental. Oh, so it is like a concert. Okay. I was like, cantata, that sounds vaguely Italian. I'm going to assume music. Hanging by the hair on my chin as I touch my hair, knowing there is no my chin, knowing there is no hair. So, I don't know. I'm interested in it. The people at my church have come up a couple times now and been like, "You have such a lovely voice, and man, you're just so pretty up there." And I'm like, okay, what the heck? Focus on the Lord. What are you doing? Knock it off. Get out of here. Scat, you. You get in my head. Knock it off. Knock it off. Shut up. Hey, you. Shut up. Thank you. I'm one of the lectors. What? Hello? What? Lectors? I kneel. I don't know. I kneel before the king. Yes. Kneel. Both knees. Beg for my forgiveness. Swear your allegiance. Oh. Just dressed in sackcloth while up there singing for God. I like to put on my Sunday best because I feel like when I look my best and feel my best, then I can give my best to Christ. You know, obviously I don't want to like be a Pharisee, a whitewashed sepulcher, but then, you know, I'm saved. I know I am, so I know that I know that I know. So try to pluck me out of the Father's hands. Oh, I dare you! I dare you! Anyway, cheesy smile. But it's gonna be an Easter. I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to it, and now I'm like, I don't know how else to explain it. I went to practice, to my music practice, right? And when I had looked at the schedule, it was like, it made it seem like there would be just the 2 female leads, and like I was gonna be the lead, and it was gonna be the other girl doing harmony. I was like, what? They would not put me in charge of Easter. Like, what? That is crazy. No, I refuse. And I was like, man, I hope it ends up being my guy, and like, they just like forgot to put his name down there. Nay. I walk in, and he's like, hey, Sina, we're just setting up. Why? It's not fair, God. It's not fair. Walk in. Hey, we're just setting up. Hi. Hi. I mean, at least we got out on time. We never get out on time with the other one. That's because we're always having so much fun. Gosh. Chemistry is way better with the other group. I have to tell my my little leader. I gotta tell her, like, never put me with this guy again, please. She'd be like, why? You don't get along with him? I thought you got along with everyone, Sina. You're like so good-natured. Okay, I'm good-natured to a fault, okay? He annoys me. He's rude. I don't like him. LOL. And of course, he was immediately rude. Of course he was immediately rude. Immediately rude, right? We get in there. I'm getting set up, and he's just, I go, oh, shoot. I'm like looking through my purse, and I'm like, oh, I didn't bring headphones. I'm sorry. I guess I'm gonna have to borrow a pair from the church. No big deal. You know, I'm always forgetting headphones because I'm always switching out my bags and forgetting to switch everything over. No big deal. That's why they have spares to be borrowed during practice. Bring your own on Sunday morning. And if you don't, they have spares. It's fine. It's fine. Okay? It's fine. So I'm like, oh, I'll go talk to the sound group and get a pair. And he goes, what? I'm like, oh, I forgot my headphones. And he goes, oh, what? You're gonna want some headphones. Like, you're gonna want some headphones to properly balance everything, so that way you can hear yourself sing. There's a violin up here. You're not gonna be able to hear yourself sing and hear everybody else over top of the violin. I'm like, I already said I'm going to borrow a pair from the church. I guess you will just have to borrow a pair from the church. Uh-huh. Yup. Nostradamus. Wow, Nostradamus! Did you just figure that out? Yup. This man sounds like he is from New York. Yeah. Yeah, he's very New England. Very uptight. Very, ugh. Slap him? Yeah. So, you know, he's like, I'm like, yeah, I am gonna borrow a pair from the church. I'm like, I'll just go down and grab it. He's like, no, you can stay there. I'll go get him. Okay, first of all, you look like a gopher. Point blank. I could destroy you. Okay? I could demolish you. I could maul you right here in this very sanctuary. And no one would be able to stop me because you look that weak. You look like a potato. I will demolish you. Watch yourself. Tread lightly, brother. Tread lightly, brother. Is he from the big Libby city? I don't know. He does kind of come off Libby, but I don't want to, I don't want to, assume that he's on the Soylent. I don't think he is though. He just sounds like it. This is a very common archetype for New England. Okay, this is just how they are, unfortunately. Anyway, he's all aggressive, aggro, like, I guess I'll just go get it. He's like, kill. I'm like, alright, that's fine. I'll stick to my small church. This sounds too stressful for me. Yeah, well, this is the only church I've been able to find in my area that is scripturally sound. Like, the only church in, like, the next, I don't know, like, 20-mile radius that believes in, like, permanent salvation, that is through Christ, and all the things that are important to me. The most base New Englanders are still just Southern liberals. I don't know. I'm not looking for base. I'm looking for someone who believes the gospel. I'm not too worried about the political association when I'm in the church. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm there, and I don't know. Gets the headphones. It's like, here, you can borrow this pair. Someone's already borrowing the other pair, which is the bass player, because he literally doesn't have headphones, because we're both iPhone users. And so, like, my headphones aren't even good headphones. I just have to buy myself a good pair of, like, in-ears or whatever. Everybody uses in-ears at this church. Whatever. I don't care. You're making me snarky. And like, I don't know. He brings out like an ugly spirit in me, which irritates me, because like I like to think that I have a pretty good handle on my own like meanness, and then he just brings it out of me. I'm like, I could kill you. And his wife, so nice. His kids, they're teenagers, but they're nice. Him, lukewarm, spit him out every time. Anyway. Also, one of the only people who remembered my name, like, when I first started going to their church, so it made me more mad that I'm like, out of everyone who could remember me, why does it have to be you? Like, I literally cannot stand you. So anyway, you take what you get when it comes to good doctrine. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. It took me a year to find a church with actual solid doctrine. And even now, I'm very cautious about this Good Friday solemnity type thing. I'm very nervous to walk in there and all of a sudden they're speaking tongues, because I will just leave. Unironically, if I walk in and they're going, I'm gonna be like, and nope. There is a year of my life down the drain at this church. Thank you so much. But yeah, you actually have a nemesis there, like, unironically. Yes! So he's, like, doing all this. He's just doing too much. He's doing way too much. Like, way too much. For, like, a Tuesday night, he's doing way too much. And I'm like, alright, whatever. Frick yeah. And, we start with the first song. Starts with the first song. Doesn't give anyone any time to, like, really flesh out what we're gonna do. He's like, let's just try it. Let's start with a song we all know and like. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I know this song. I'm gonna sing it. He starts a note off. So I can't even find my key, because I'm like, I'm trying to match him, but I'm trying to match the music, and I'm just like, so I just hold my mic and I just stand there with my arms crossed, like, no. You shall not pass, no. And the sound girl lady, my main point of contact, she's like, Sinma, are you good? I'm like, yep. I start to get hot-eyed because I'm just so angry, because I'm like, man, like, I was so excited about this. I was so happy. I was actually looking forward to it, Easter for once. Like, it's very hard that I get to look forward to each and every holiday as they come, and it's been good every holiday lately. I'm like, man, why does it have to be Resurrection Sunday that ends up being a dud? That feels like such a waste to me. I'm like so mad about it. I'm like miffed, and I'm angry, and he's snarky and snippy, and it's like just getting to me, and I'm like starting to get a little teary-eyed because I'm just so angry and fed up, which is just how I get when I get that angry. And so I'm just standing there like choking back tears, like so mad, like seething anger. I just get so salty. I'm just like, dude, like, why is this happening? Like, why can't I just have this? Like, someone just like tell this guy to go. Anyway, we finished that song. He's like, how's everyone feel about it? And he looks right back at me like, he's like, were you singing in your mics and I didn't hear you? And I was like, no, I wasn't singing. He's like, oh, are you good with that song? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, well, then I guess we'll move on. I'm like, yeah, we will. Immediately, I'm just like shutting it down. I'm like, just stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't like you. You tick me off. Go away. Which is not how you're supposed to be when you're in the house of God. But that's how I was. Like, I just was like irritated. And my point of contact and him have like this weird back and forth that actually makes me high-key uncomfortable, because they're both married people, but they have like this weird like sibling rivalry / pranking each other all the time, and it just makes me really makes me itch just thinking about it. And how many churches did you go to before you found the one you're at? I went to well, there was a time before summer hit that I was going to a different church every other week, that I would go to at least 2 or 3 services per church and then move on if it was not doctrinally sound. So I ended up at one church for a little while when I was still looking for a church for a year, just like now 2 years ago. And my mom came to visit with my little brother, and this was before he came and stayed with me alone, and she was like, you better find a better church or I'm not sitting him out here next summer. And I was like, ooh. And I already knew I was going to find a better church. The final push was when they came to visit that Sunday. I took us all to church, and they had a missionary there, and he immediately began speaking tongues and flopping all over the floor, and it was just really odd. And so I was just like, you know, if that's what you guys believe in, sorry, I don't mean to criticize it, but it was just very off-putting to someone who didn't grow up around that. So I was just like, yeah, no, I don't do that. So we left, you know, pretty promptly that Sunday morning, and she was like, girl, you gotta get it together. And I was like, I've been trying, you know, it's not exactly easy to find a church that just isn't heavily Catholicized without being Catholic in the New England area. So even if it says Baptist on the front door, it does not mean it's Baptist. So this has been the only church I've been able to find. I've been here almost a year now. The end of April, I've been here for a year. And I don't know. It's good and it's bad. It's good and it's bad. I'm waiting for it to get better. It's better now that the guy who clearly wanted to retire and was half-assing everything has left. The main pastor, and we now have an interim. But yeah, it was, yeah. Anywho, back to my story. He was like, I don't know. So we sing the next song. Oh, that was the other thing, was we were singing a repeat song, something I had just sang literally the previous Sunday that I sang. So like 2 weeks ago now at this point. Come Sunday, it'll have been 2 weeks. And it was a song that the entire group struggled to sing. That our lead struggled to sing. The tempo was weird. The pitch started off really low and then got really high pitched out of nowhere. And so I was like, hey, I noticed that we're singing a song that like we just sang. And I'm like, we sang this, I don't really think we should be singing the same song in the same month, like, especially a song that the whole congregation struggled with. And like, without missing a beat, he like got super snarky. This was before we even started practice. He was like, well, technically I had already chosen this when they gave me Easter Sunday, and this was set in stone weeks in advance. And your guy took my song 2 Sundays ago, and that doesn't mean we're not gonna still try to sing it my way. I was like, oh my gosh. As a sound engineer, that sounds nightmarish. Oh yeah, it is. It is. The syncopation's off, the pace is off. It starts super like Like it's, woo! I'm singing so high, like, so it's like super high pitched, super fluty. And I'm like, I hate going into my higher register because it's just not always well trained. And I've been training it slowly but surely to get to where it needs to be. And I think it is, you know, somewhat where it needs to be. It still needs some genuine vocal training on my part with some breath control. I do have to practice my breathing a bit more, but like otherwise I've got it down as long as I can breathe from my diaphragm. But man, it's just all over the place pitch wise. And oh, what hymn is this? It's not a hymn. I wish it was a hymn. If it was just a freaking hymn, we'd do great. That's the other thing. We're ending with a hymn, but this guy's version. So like he wanted to be a music minister when he first came to this church apparently, and now he's just like the youth minister or whatever. I don't care. That's his story. I don't care. He is all about it, and so he recorded his version of this hymn with a bridge added in to kind of modernize it and make it feel faster and quicker. And I'm like, you could literally just pick up the tempo and it would be quicker. And when you added modern instruments, that's what modernizes it. Like, you don't need to add to a hymn. And it's a hymn by like a really well respected hymn writer, Chris Wesleyan. Is it Chris Wesleyan? Oh gosh, Wesley. Oh god, I have to look at my music. Where did I put it? Hold on, I have it behind me because I'm literally practicing it on my own. Because I'm like, there's no way I can match his pitch. I'm just gonna have to sing over him and force him into submission vocally. That's where I'm at. I guess. Who is it written by? What's this last song? Charles Wesley. Sorry. But yeah. But he adds in a bridge because it's too, you know, slow. But yeah, it's Christ the Lord is risen today. Completely takes it, turns it into gobbledygook. Whatever, I don't care. You know, maybe I'm just too old school. Even though he's literally like much older than me. Maybe I'm just too old school. I don't know. I don't think you should mess with hymns personally. It grinds my gears. It really does, because hymns don't need any editing. You could just play it in a stylized version and you could still make it modern without having to twist lyrics. It's to me, it's almost at the same level of like taking God's word out of context to force it to mean something. Like, it just bugs me. I hate it. But yeah, that really sounded like a difficult sound with that pitch change. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. And so he like snapped at me immediately, and I was just like, I was so nice too. He's just immediately snippy. The lady that he usually is like teasing and messing and like, I don't know, maybe their spouses gave each other a stern talking to and knocked that shit off, which is great because gosh, it was uncomfortable. But now he is mean to her and was like super short with her. And he was like, yeah, at least I don't do anything like she does, because she's usually my main piano player and the harmonizing voice. And she just like looked at him like, dude, what the fuck? It was just crazy. And he's just like snarky to everybody. So we go to the next song. Doesn't matter, whatever. Roll off your shoulders. Get over it, Senna. You need to sing. This is why you're here. You have to practice these things so you can do it correctly. So we sing the next song. And it's the song that I sang 2 Sundays ago, and I know completely like the back of my hand because I've already sang it and had to run it so many times through practice and rehearsals that I just know it. And I'm singing over him because he's messing up the lyrics of the song that he chose. He chose this song first. Doesn't even have it. So I'm singing over him. Taking complete control and just singing over him. Like, nope, that's not the pitch we're in. We're singing it in the right pitch. Thank you. And then we get to the next song, and it's like Celtic in nature is the way they put it. I was just like, really off yourself, but sorry. Very annoying. We do that, and I sing it out, belt it over top of him again. We get to the next song, belt it over top of him. Immediately, I'm just like, you know what? I can sing louder than you. I have a stronger diaphragm than you. You might want to be the next Casting Crowns, but not today. We're not doing this whole solo showboat me. We're singing this as a group. We're singing this as a congregation lead, and we're gonna sing it the right way. So I took over the whole dang thing. I don't think he liked that. Because he's got pretty bad anxiety, which I only know of because he, like, accidentally texted me instead of his wife one Sunday. This is the same guy, by the way, guys. If you remember that story, texted me instead of his wife about leaving his, like, anxiety meds behind. And it's just been a disaster morning, and I was nice enough to be like, oh, I hope it goes better for you, brother. Praying for you. Instead of being like, I think you texted the wrong person. Like, I wasn't rude about it. Instead, I was nice and was like, oh, I'm praying for you. I don't think this is meant for me. And he was like, that wasn't meant for you. We're not there yet. That's the way he put it. I was like, girl, off with his head. Off with his head. So it can be nice. Yes. Also, welcome. It's Bug. Yeah. It's crazy. It was crazy. What a fig. A fig Newton? Yeah. This guy, shy. Anxiety meds for a guy. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the area, though. Like, New England is a dead zone for sunlight and brain cells, so everyone's on anxiety meds and depression meds up here. I mean, there's not really a shame in it, you know, to be honest with you. There's not really a shame in it. I just, you know, now that I know you have anxiety, I'm just gonna, like, be mean and pique your anxiety when you're mean to me, so fuck you. Oh, you wanna play mind games? Got it. I was raised by a narcissist. Enjoy that. You get to have what that's like, fighting a narcissist. You're welcome. You just give me ammo, literally. We're not there yet. Well, we'll never be there, because I'm about to destroy you. Oh my gosh, thank you, Citrus, for the gift and welcome. Funny Warrior 12 and It's Bug to the Builder Bears. But yeah, I don't know. I was getting real snarky by the end of it. I was just like, this is a disaster. I don't like you. You make me angry. I'm gonna talk over you. I'm gonna sing over you. I'm gonna beat you into submission. And I don't do this to men because, like, men are the leaders of the church, yada yada blah blah. But I was over it. I was salty. I was being mean-spirited. So pray for me that I can get my spirit right for Christ, and do what is right by him. Because this poor fool has no idea what he started. A little bit. Like, I can be very vindictive, you guys. I can be very vengeful, and I can be very petty. And he brought it out on me that night. I was just like, wow. So it's a war you want. I'm the Lizard King. Like, I'm the damn Lizard King. God, give me strength to not send him to you yet. Amen. Literally me right now. I'm just like, oh man. You ever just, like, want to meet your maker? Do you want me to make that happen for you? Because I can. Leviticus 19:18. Oh no, they're throwing scriptures at me. Hold on, my Bible is downstairs on my coffee table, so I'll just look it up here. Okay, Leviticus 19:18 in KJV. You shall not take vengeance nor bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Yes, I know, but also don't use Old Testament against me. Use the New Testament, because there's plenty of New Testament scriptures that back up that as well. Yes, yeah. Old Testament is for the Hebrew, not for the New Day Christian. It's there as a historical context of the coming of Christ. That's what I truly believe. Yeah. I mean, not to say that there aren't laws that are still practiced and meant to be practiced. There are, but they're known laws or bear repetition by Christ. Do you use the Baptist hymnal? I do. I have, like, the first Baptist hymnal. I use that one, the red one. Or the blue one. Which one? Hold on. Baptist hymnal. Just type it in. Baptist hymnal. Yeah, I use I have a couple. Yeah, I have the American Baptist hymnal. That's what I grew up using. And then there's a blue one as well. And they'll say, pull out your blue books to number 131. Pull out your red books to number 141. And you'll sing, you know, on a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. Now, if you add a violin or a fiddle and a banjo to it, beautiful. It's so good. Like, you don't need to be crazy. Speak softly but rap strongly. No way. No way. If you hear what you think are braps, it's the chair. Jesus wouldn't like you lashing out on that poor midwit either. Yeah, I know. I'm not lashing out, not yet. It could be worse. Really, to be honest, as much as I'm like, oh, I beat him into submission, I just sang at the normal volume that I always sing, just a little more into the mic. That's it. That's all I did. Poor chair suffers either way. Totally, chair. What are you talking about? If I brapped, I would admit it, but I wouldn't brap on stream. You guys don't know how to like flex your butt cheeks? Like, you don't know how to hold stuff in? What's wrong with you? Be good. Be good. Jeez. Not to be gross, but like, just flex it, you weirdo. You guys don't have glute muscles? Just me? Work out. You're flabby, you're weak. You're weak and flabby. Work it out. Flex your glutes. Then you stop your toots. Cinnabonbon. 5'8". Yeah, she's a woman of God. Yeah. I don't toot in church either. I flex my glutes to stop the toots. I don't beans in church. What? Press the attack. You don't fart in church. You don't do that. You don't beans in church. What's wrong with you people? A bunch of fucking animals? Hello? Words to live by. Yeah. I would be getting his mic a little bit down. Just a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. It was the first song that really just threw me for a loop. The other songs, when I started singing it out the way it's supposed to be sung first, like, because I just knew the songs better. How are you gonna pick a bunch of songs and then not know them? But that's because he's like more into playing his stupid acoustic guitar rather than singing. At which point, like, just let me sing, bro. I'll sing it. Just let me sing it. Like, we already have someone here on harmony. We don't need two melody and a harmony this Sunday, I guess, because you're not singing it right, man. So he's playing his little guitar. Toca la guitarra. And I'm like, alright, play your guitar, man. Play your guitar. Because I'm just gonna start singing. On time, on beat. Because I know how to count. Because I play music. Duh. So I'm playing music. And they actually start on beat. And I'm like, finally. Because I'm singing it first. And then he's catching up with me. And I'm like, yes. Thank you. Need you to hear how it's sung. Or how I sing it. Because I'm singing it in tune. Are you? I fan my flatulence to irritate the devil. Martin Luther, father of Reformation. What? Oh my gosh. I flex my glutes to stop the toots. Cinnabon 328. No, I said 5'8". 5'8". You know, because then it's a joke on my head. John 4, 7 through 8. Oh gosh. John 4, 7 to 8. In KJV. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. He who does not love does not know God, for God is love. True. I don't not love him. I don't wish harm upon him by any means. He just vexes my spirit. Yeah. Dream with all my hair falling out. Fun. All of your hair is falling out? But that's the date the quote was made. Who uses vexes? Me, because I read King James. Sorry. There are times, especially like when this week is bad, especially because I'm reading a lot of the Bible with like full-on groups of people, and I read either New King James or King James Version because that's just what I was raised on, so it's what I'm comfortable with, and it's the Bibles that I own physical copies of, and it's Old English, so I end up picking up on that because I'm acoustic. I just regurgitate what I've been around. And right now it's ye old English, these and thous and thines. So it was not a fun dream. I imagine it probably wasn't a fun dream. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up. I'm talking too much. I'm giving away all of my secrets. I don't know, the whole church thing was irritating. I left the practice irritated. I drove home irritated. Last night, irritated. This morning, I had a ladies thing. Oh god. At 9:30 in the morning. Senna, are you coming? Yes! I live further than everyone else. I don't live in the city. I have to drive all the way in. And the city is really, honestly, compared to where I grew up, a fucking town. But I live in like almost a parish, but I live in a village, so it takes a while to get there. I have to go on a highway and drive. I get there. Ugh. I get there. I'm there. And I was hesitant to go to this Bible study because I was so excited. I was so excited. You forgot to be mysterious today. Yeah, I know. Damn. Now you know me. Sleepy. Yeah. Gotta keep your mystique. I can't. It's too much. You guys know too much. You're all going down with me. No, I go this morning and I was nervous about this Bible study because it's supposed to be for beginners, and I'm not a beginner. And I told the pastor's wife, I was like, I kind of don't want to go. And she was like, but I really want you there. And I'm like, I don't feel like, I was very excited to hear about this Bible study for women. And I was really excited to grow with people. But like, this sounds very milquetoast and I need meat. And when I said it in that phrasing, it made her immediately perk up of like, oh wait, this girl knows exactly what I'm about to talk about. She's like, you know what? I want you to come and bring out your own points and see how it goes. And if it goes well, I'd like you to stay on as an assistant teacher. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. So I need meat. Yeah. Don't be gross, guys. So I'm there. I'm there. Our major reading that we're doing is the Gospel of Mark, and like people are bringing out little points, and I'm like, I'm getting nothing new out of this, and I'm pointing out even more important points that even the pastor's wife who's leading this, nice lady, very very nice lady, is like, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. And she's like, in this parable here, and she didn't even call it a parable, she's like, this story that Christ is telling, it took me a really long time to get the meaning of it. Like I had to go talk to my husband, the pastor, because I literally just was not grasping what was being said, and I think I was just thinking about it too hard. And she's like, does anyone know what this means? And I was like, yeah, it's this and this. And she was like, oh, you just knew that. Yeah. 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 It's bad because at the church I grew up in, I feel like a baby Christian where I don't know anything and everybody knows so much more than me and everybody's so much stronger in their walk and in the way that they believe than I am. And then I go here and there's people who are like literally ancient and have been saved longer than I've been alive. Longer than I've been alive. And they're like, I have to read my Bible? But that's really daunting. I mean, yes, I'm saved and thank God for that, but I have to read the word? Like, are you not hungry? Have you just walked around this life starving yourself? I don't know, it's weird. Mr. Sin Christ, he explains the parable at the end. Literally, and that was the other thing is, like, at least with the deeper scripture reading, they weren't taking things out of context, but there was, like, points they were trying to make, and they were taking, like, run-on sentences. And this is the thing. The Bible is, you know, very interesting in the way that it is written, that it's chapters and verses. But verses don't mean sentences. Sometimes verses stop in the middle and then continue on into another verse, and it's still the same full sentence. Punctually, when you look at it punctuated. You don't start a sentence with but and therefore and, you know, you don't start sentences with conjuncture words. And so conjunction, what's your function? You don't start a sentence with a conjunction. And so, you know, they're bringing out these points that they're trying to make, and, you know, the author of this devotional, not the pastor's wife, and they're trying to make all these points, and you know, and it feels like the points are not wrong, you know, what God wants for us and all the things. None of it's wrong. It's just the way that they're going about to try and back up what they're saying. Like they did a quick Google search of what verse best fits it instead of just reading their Bible. And it was just annoying. The devotion itself, it was just annoying. Whoever wrote that is just, I don't feel very well versed, in my humble opinion. And so I found that irritating. And then, like, some of the ladies who were there, like, I know that they're, like, the office ladies of the church, and, like, they were like, wow, like, you must read your Bible a lot. And I'm like, yeah. Not as much as I used to, but yeah. Like, you really know your stuff. Like, you have so much memorized, and, like, you really know what you're talking about. And I'm like, it's just because I read it, like, I don't know. It was different. It was different to have, like, a bunch of older women be like, oh my gosh, you really know your stuff. And the lady's like, oh, like, the pastor's wife, like, oh, we're gonna be memorizing these verses, and like, you know, what are you gonna use to help memorize these? I passed out index cards, but I saw you didn't take any. And I'm like, I don't need index cards. And she's like, oh, okay, well, there's these apps that help you memorize the verses. They only have NLT, New Living Translation, or ESV. And I'm like, yeah, no, NIV. And I'm like, yeah, no, sorry. I didn't grow up with those versions, so I don't read them. The closest you'll get me is ESV, English Standard. Like, that's as close as you'll get me to straying from King James. So sorry. All I hear every time I open up a different version of the Bible, all I hear is, like, my pastor growing up browbeating me, being like, no, King James only. And I'm like, I don't know, it's the Bible. You can read all the versions and see where things have been left out and things have been added in. Like, please stop yelling at me. But I, you know, and she's like, you know, how are you gonna memorize it? I'm like, well, I already know this one. And she's like, what? But you already knew the one that we read last week, and I didn't even tell you how to memorize that one. I'm like, yeah, because for by grace are you saved through faith, not of yourself, it is the gift of God, not of yourselves, lest anyone should boast. Like, yeah, that's not hard to forget. Like, that's not hard to remember. Like, it's there. It's just there forever. And she's just like, how do you memorize verses? And I'm just like, you just make a mnemonics. And she's like, a what? I'm like, I just make rhymes inside of my head, and then I sing the verse along with the rhyme or in the song that I'm trying to match it to. And then when I'm ready to recite it, I just have the song play in my head while I say the verse. and I just recite it without it sounding musical. I just think of the song and immediately remember the verse. Like, I just am really good at thought association. And she was just like, what? I like sounding like a fancy man when I read it loud. Yeah. But she's like, what? And everybody in the room was like, what? How? What? How do you memorize things like that? And I'm like, I don't know. That's how I studied in college. That's how I did really good on all of my exams all the time and how I had the good grades. Like, I don't know. That's just what I do. I don't know. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Huh? Yeah. I felt like, and I felt weird. I felt very discombobulated. I was just like, yeah, y'all don't do that? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I have a lot of scriptures memorized, and any small key for scripture you bring out in this study, I've already looked ahead. I have memorized. So, because they're like key scriptures to have memorized, you know, primarily when you're learning the New Testament and going through the whole process of bloody. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, whatever. But never did Bible drills, and it shows so true. Oh my gosh. Dude, watching some of them struggle to find the book of Mark, and they're going to the very back of their Bible, and I'm just like, oh gosh. And they're like, yeah, I've been saved for 30 years. And I'm like, how are you still a babe? How are you still a babe in Christ? Did you never feel the thirst to know him more? Why? We're like, alright, I got him. I'll go to church on Sundays. See you later. Like, what? Struggle to find Mark. Yes. Like, I would understand, like, finding the book of Nahum, you know? I understand, like, struggling to find that per se, you know, because it's like, it's a smaller book. It's in the Old Testament, right? I cannot imagine struggling to find any New Testament book. I can see struggling to find some of the smaller snippet Old Testament books. But man, sounds like you need a Roman study to, like, really quicken these spiritual babes. That's what I'm saying. Like, when they said Mark, I was like, Mark? I was like, of all the Gospels, I probably would have picked Luke, but alright, Mark. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't even been to church yet, and Mark is like, it's right there. How? Yeah, it's right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's because they don't crack open their Bibles. They just, it's very much a Catholic mindset to sit in a church and be read to, and to not double check that what they're reading is correct. I always double check. It was something that I always felt comfortable with my pastor growing up, with that he always encouraged people to open their Bibles and read along, because he wanted the people to keep him accountable for reading it correctly and not trying to teach falsehoods. And I'm just like, man. And I had to explain what wineskins were and what, like, the bridegroom is. And, like, people were, like, they were getting caught up on, like, older words and not understanding what it is. And they're like, what's a wineskin? And why would a wineskin burst from new wine being put in an old wineskin? I'm like, you know, and they're like, oh, because the wineskin's already expanded from the new wine becoming old. And they're like, yeah, but why would it expand anyways? And I'm like, because the wine is going in as raw grape juice and fermenting inside of the wineskin to make wine. And they're like, oh man, I should make some of my own wine so I know what you're talking about. I'm like, I've never made wine. I just know these things. Like, what? This is just common sense, ladies. Come on, please, come on. So she's like, all right, that's fine. You guys are, I don't know, you just don't know. My dad, who's a pastor, always says a good Baptist knows his Bible from front to back. That's why I'm surprised. Yes, like, my dad's a pastor as well. He's a Baptist pastor. So I'm like, and, like, my pastor's wife was like, oh, Senna's a PK, so she really knows her stuff. And I'm like, that's not why I know my stuff. My dad did not become a pastor until I was a teenager. Like, I still knew my stuff. Like, y'all just lacking. And I hope you can get ignited to enjoy this. And I hope I can enjoy it with you and help you where I can. But man, that was real interesting this morning. It was a really, really interesting way to start my day. was like, dang, this is weird. Some of y'all have never lost time in Wikipedia, and it shows true, real and true. Yeah, trying to find Obadiah in most Bibles is just one page, so you end up using the table of contents to find the page. No way, I just flip through. I always like to flip through. I take my time. I have my army Bible that I usually bring with me because it's small, so I'll just bring that to my church. And my army Bible is my dad's original army Bible. He gave it to me, but yeah. So it's old, but my Bibles always end up being really worn through because I write all my notes in them and all of my, like, what I got out of it and where, you know, things were brought out to me. I write in between the lines sometimes and I underline things because it's my Bible and, you know, it's well loved. But yeah, my dad memorized the book of Ecclesiastes. It's my favorite book. Really, is it? My favorite book is James. I love the book of James. It is wonderful. And of course it's penned by Jesus's little brother James, but yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it's been a week of church. It's draining but fun. Hello, Cake Bear. Welcome to the beers. And it's been fun. Trying to figure stuff out. I think the thing, I need some prayer on it too. I need to get a control of my potty mouth because I've gotten too comfortable streaming and like just the lingo and how people always curse in streams, and I've fallen back into that little addiction there where I just curse like a sailor. And I had a really good handle on it for a good while, and now right out the window. So, maybe I should do like a say-so-thon in that regard of like keeping my mouth clean, cursing my good Christian stream. Shut up. Shut your mouth. But yeah, hello. My favorite is Acts from a daily Bible study I did several years ago where we did a dive on every act and sermon in it. Oh, that's nice. Do you swear IRL? I do now. I wasn't as bad until I became a VTuber. What is this Cinnabon on Twitch? Nice. Yes, hi Bomb Pylon. Yes, I'm on Twitch now. YouTube said no more. Get the hints, and I got it. I got the hints. Now I'm Twitch. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. There'll be an announcement tomorrow, but YouTube is looking very dead. Kids PIX is still around? Yeah, I'm about to blast it. Ready? I'm just gonna draw while I listen. Also, chat every now and then. Oh man, I might be wrapping up soon. I'm sorry. Oh no. But thank you for stopping in. Damn, bring back some memories. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to get my language to a PG level where I say damn and hell and that's about it. Yeah. I think that'd be appropriate anyway. I don't need to be saying all these words. I really don't. I don't have anything to prove, so gotta get a handle on it. I'm very much a monkey see, monkey do sometimes about this kind of stuff. I wish I wasn't. I do think it's honestly just so I can mask and fit in, but I'm not called to fit in, so I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, bro, Kids PIX was my jam back in kindergarten. You're a bear, not a monkey. Whoa! Who told you I'm a bear? What gave it away? Is it the ears? Is that what gave it away? Thank you, Citrus, for the gifted. Welcome, Bomb Pylon, to the Builder Ears. Time to move to kick like a real rebel. Oh my gosh, no. That's no man's land. If I have to move to kick, then I know I've really messed up. Yeah, I haven't dropped any big bad no words. I don't think I will. Really don't. I don't foresee that ever being an issue. I have a very good control of my mouth when I need to. Like, I think I'm so lax with myself on stream for like a lot of curse words in general, just because like this is like my safe space, right? But like if I'm at church, I don't struggle to not curse. I'm at church, you know, the setting really changes it. But I need to start treating my life as church so that way I can stop swearing so much. Because I shouldn't be comfortable to be a little sinful thing. But yeah, void bridges in games just to be safe. Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, y'all are so annoying. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, old man Sam, to the bears. Hello, monkey bonbon. Shut up! I'm not a monkey, you guys. Could you imagine if I was a monkey? Because like, okay, I call you the bears, right? You're my bears. Imagine if I called you my monkeys. That'd be so bad. You can't do that. That'd be so bad. You can't do that. No way. It's not funny. It's literally not. Stop. Say ooh ooh ah ah right now. What I just did. Or do you want me to say it for real? You better use your points. You have to channel point that one, buddy. I'm doing it. You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for a gal with your bits, with your channel bits. I ain't saying it for real, for real. Crap! Oh wow, it's like that. Alright, Sway. I hear you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Wow. Wow, there you go. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? We'd be your banana boys. That's actually kind of so cute. Except that bananas are a little like sussy for like shapes and stuff. Like people could be a little weird about it. Like, could you imagine you're like, imagine I rebrand and I'm just like a vegetable farmer. And I call you guys my little eggplants. Right? You see where I'm going? Or even like my little carrots. Like, I'd have to be so careful about the vegetable selection because they're just shaped very specific, you know? It's just, can't. Monkey, it's canon now. Absolutely not! I do a rebrand and now I'm just a monkey. No, because like, I nearly was crucified for removing orange and just this is the model I'm using right now, chat. This is a Halloween model, okay? You want to see my main model? I'll show you. Stop throwing more. No, the breathing thing freaks me out. What breathing thing? Oh, me just breathing. He's just listening to me heavy breathe on the other side. So there was a weird monkey lady there. Thank God you're back. Oh my gosh. Hi 2.0 Cinna. Oh my gosh. No, the model is like breathing. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. I'm alive. YouTubers models breathe. What are you talking about? I'm alive. I'm trapped in this screen. It was excruciatingly painful to switch back there. It's been so long. No, it hasn't. Okay, you just weren't here last week when I was streaming fully with 2.0. Silly. You just gotta watch me. Silly. Listen, 3.0 is coming in literally a month.
Can we shake the screen?
Can we shake the screen? No? What? What do you mean, can you shake the screen? Fake fan exposed. There's a lot to take in. Yeah. This is like the original like model. Here, I'll zoom out. Head on. I'll show you. What? This is the first model, okay? Well, this is technically not the first model. This is the 2.0. Okay. I drew and rigged this And then I made, this was the original model that I drew and rigged. I don't know why it always loads in hip first, but yeah.
Damn, she thick.
Yeah. Very stiff. Very not move. Actually, the body pretty much just does not move. Only the face. This model's so smug. I missed it. No. Anyway, then we have 2.0 Cinna. Okay. 2.0 Cinna. Right. Right. There's 2.0. Very tempted to bald you. Oh my god. DIY queen. I like the eyes on this one a lot. A lot of people hated the eyes on 1.0. That's part of why I had to draw 2.0 so quick, because people were like very angry. Save it for the Gyaru. What do you mean save what for the Gyaru? The 3.0 is gonna be a little more similar to the 2.0. The outfit is still gonna be overalls for the main outfit, but there's gonna be multiple outfit choices that you guys can toggle on and off with channel points, because I just think now that I'm full on Twitch, it'd be smart to do a bunch of channel points. Same with like a bunch of hairstyles as well. I always thought they were cute. Thank you. The hair. Yeah, I have double buns. I could also make my hair long and turn on ears. This was before I fully committed to the whole bear idea, because I don't know, chat was making me double guess myself on it. I don't know. It's probably because like the original design was that AI design and I didn't want people to like murder me for it, but then I kind of decided if you're not drawing it for me, why do you have a say? This was the second outfit option for the 2.0. It's a lot. It was gonna be cute, something like kind of cute little pajamas, and yeah, it just feels like way too much. Way too much, you know? And that's okay. I have one model I literally can't show on Twitch because it has under boob. And then this is my chibi model, and I'm gonna have to change her because I no longer have the editable file for her, so I'm just gonna start from scratch and make it still creepy cute like this one. But so it'll still be creepy cute, but yeah, chibi's so cute. And this is before I was better at rigging bodies, and so I had this idea in mind that I could T-pose my arms and then be able to move them in like a swooping motion. Nay. But you know, I've improved since then as well. Not the face of mercy. But yeah. I like the bear motif so much. I'm even partial to all bears I see now. Yeah, I love bears. Low rise 90s. Go with your gut. Do what you want to do. Oh, I will. Call us berries because bears eat berries. Nah, I call you guys the builder bears because I'm DIY. I'm DIY, so I call you the builder bears. And then this is the mascot. This is chat's mascot. This is Wilson. Sup, ladies. Sup, ladies. My name's Wilson. And then this was my first Halloween model, which is the gummy bear. Okay, she's made out of you know, whatever gummies are made out of. What are they made out of? Horse hooves? I don't know. This is you know, gummy bear Cinna. And then we have the chat design. Obviously, right here it's credit tool. Who? Chavez. But I did like a little contest and said, you know, you guys design something, and the winner of the design, I will redraw my own style and make a model. So this is Murder Bear Cinna. Bald. My little animation. LOL, no buns. Blood. But yeah. You should use that more often. It's so cute. Oh, I do. I switch back and forth between my models. It's just a, you know, a matter of whatever. But yeah, and then I have a mummy one, but under boob, Sag, can't show you. And then obviously the Garu, which is what I stream with the most right now. So, because, well, it just has like the best rigging, which is why I stream with it. It's like pretty much the strictest reason why I stream with it is just because the rigging is the best on this, with the hair movement and the body, and my head angles even are, well, hold on when my phone picks up on my face. My head angles are the best with this one, so that's why I stream with this one, because I feel it is my best work. And until, you know, I have my 3.0, I'd like to give my best to my chat. Therefore, my best work is this model. It has the best freckles. Yeah, it does. It does unironically have the best freckles. Hi. And it's also like the highest res model I have. Hey, look. I'm so zoomed in and I'm not pixely. Can't do that with my other models. It also has like the best mouth forms that I've done on any of my models, so yeah. Yeah. The eye zoom. And then, you know, I have my toggles, bald, and my crazy eyes. Hey chat. Hey. Except it toggles off when I blink. But yeah. Hi chat. Hi. Hi. But yeah. Who cooked with this one? I simply did. Although now I'm seeing where the clip layer on the freckles was a little off. But anyway. I don't like zooming in on my work clearly. Ooh. But yeah. And I have freckles on my shoulders even on this, like detail. There's freckles on my shoulder. My little bobbly necklace. It bubbles. Wobbly. My bow bobbles. My little belly button piercing bobbles. So yeah, it's just my, like, simply it's just my best work. So that's why I show her favoritism. No other reason, to be honest with you. Like, is it my favorite model I've made, art-wise? No. I think my favorite model I made art-wise is my mummy. This is just the best rig. So, hands down, best rig. Hold on, actually. If I just turn this off and then show my mummy. There we go. There we go. Completely covered. There we go. This is the mummy. This is my favorite art-wise of all the models I have. Because the face is so cute! Why Saturn? It's based off a designer that I like. The designer makes necklaces that look like that. Don't ask me the name. I literally can't remember right now. But yeah. And then on my art stream the other day, I showed you guys a sneak peek of my eyeball for 3.0. But yeah, my 3.0 looks the most VTuber-y. I feel like a lot of these look very DIY. I've been cooking for months. But yeah, Cinnamummy is extremely stiff. Is it? It's not that stiff. I mean, if I move my mic more, there. Stiff where? Stiff where? Stiff where? So mommy is also wrapped in toilet paper, so it's the lore. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Mommy Bear, we love older women. It's been a good stream, guys. But yeah. I don't know. I've really cooked with this one. It's really good. is really good. Cinema goes with the motif. Yeah. Yeah. Can't wait to see 3.0. Yeah. But I think that's it. I gotta go. I'm streaming way too long. I'm streaming way longer than I intended. I'm so sorry. LOL. I'm gonna go now. I'm going. This is me going. Hold on, actually, I gotta switch my model. We'll end on eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll end on 2.0. Yeah. Blech. She doesn't even have a tongue. Ugh, look at her mouth form. Ah. My eyebrows barely move. Yeah. Anyway, bye bye. I see you tomorrow's Friday. I see you tomorrow on YouTube. Listen, those of you who are really here, who actually watch me, don't panic. It's just an announcement. Everyone else can panic. LOL. Fuck them. Panic. Come and see. And then be encouraged to actually keep up with me here on Twitch. LOL. Anyway. I get the laughs. Laugh. Dang it. Just panic, everyone. Everybody panic. I'm dying. I'm literally, I'm leaving the scene. I'm G-wording. No. Like, you can't even see it. You can't even say the word. Anyway, it's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Oh, yeah, literally. At this point, yeah. At this point, I could be like, I'm coasting on comms alone, but like, frick yeah. Anyway, comms are hell. I'm gonna have to take a break from comms. I'm gonna have to close my comms, actually. Yeah. I'm done. I'm drained. I've been sucked dry. But yeah, alright, I'll see you. Oh my god! Why? What? Ah! Panicking builds character. Yeah, true. Alright, bye bye! I see you tomorrow, okay, on YouTube. Ooh. Alright. Autobahn. Wait! Raid message. Holy crap, I'd be forgetting. Hold on. Bear, rave. Well, there you go. What do you mean something went wrong? Pin my damn message. Beetle can't outpin me. It's my channel. I'll kill him. In Minecraft. Unpin. Unpin this message. You've been unpinned, biznatch. Why aren't you pinning my message? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh, but you'll let me pin LMAO. There we go. Stinky. Alright. Welcome to the Bears Entity 1 Exiled. Okay, alright. I'll see you when I see you. I'm just kidding. Keep an eye on the Discord. I'm gonna be putting like 2 options for Into the Cave. Okay, you need to choose for Sunday. Into the Cave is my scheduled stream where we deep dive on things. All right. Stick around for the raid. You know what to do. You know the vibes. All that shit. Oh, my language. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye.